Okay, let's say, how do we do this one? So on number 11, they're giving us a function f of x equals 2x plus 7. And they want us to find f of a plus h, and then this fraction, f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. Okay, let's take it part by part. So first off, f of a. How do we do that? Well, what that means, whatever is in the parentheses, that's what's being plugged in for the function, right? So if they put a inside the parentheses, they're saying take that a and plug it in for x. So again, the x is like the holes in a toaster. It's the insert slot. It says insert here. It's where you plug the stuff into the function. So, right, or in other words, it's kind of like this, 2 blank plus 7. The x is like a blank. That's what it's like. If it was up to me to write function notation, I would have just used a blank. That's all that x is. It's just holding a blank. It's just saying whatever is in the parentheses, plug it in here. So, okay. So 2, let me make this a little better. Oops, it's not better. 2a plus 7. So that's it. It's 2a plus 7. You don't really need the parentheses. You can put them on there if you want to, but they're not really doing anything. So that's pretty easy. Let's try the next part. So this time, we're supposed to plug the whole a plus h into the parentheses. So that's going to become 2 parenthesis a plus h plus 7. Do you see what happened there? And then I'm going to work that out. I'm not done yet, but there's my first most important step. I plugged the whole a plus h into the blank where the x was. That's the deal. Whatever's in the parentheses, you plug it in to where the x was, the blank. And then you work it out. So that 2 will distribute, 2a plus 2h plus 7. There it is. 2a plus 2h plus 7. See, I just distributed that 2. It multiplied the a, it multiplied the h. 2a plus 2h plus 7. Now, the third part is by far the hardest part. So what do they want us to do here? They're saying take f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. That's how it'll look on your screen. F of a plus h minus f of a. Let me write that a little better. All over h. Okay. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to start with f of a plus h. We did that right here. F of a plus h is this. So bring that down. 2a plus 2h plus 7. Say good. That's f of a plus h. Minus, and then I'm supposed to do f of a. Well, that's right here, right? F of a. All over h. You see what I've done so far? So this is f of a plus h here. And this is f of a here, right? Because we did those on previous steps. We did f of a plus h. We did f of a. Just grab them from the previous 2 answers. So you're supposed to take all of f of a plus h minus all of f of a all over h. Okay. Well, how? And then I got to simplify. See all these instructions here? Simplify as much as possible, blah, blah, blah. So I got to do much simplification. how do I simplify this? Well, you know what happens with a minus sign in front of parentheses? This minus is going to go there and there. It's going to hit this guy and hit that guy, isn't it? So what are we going to get? Let's bring it down here. This is going to be, well, here, I don't need to do it all curved away like that. Just bring it straight down. So 2a plus 2h plus 7, and then minus 2a minus 7 all over h. How are we doing? This good so far? So I just removed the parentheses. When I removed the parentheses in the front, nothing happened. Because why? Because there was nothing, there wasn't a minus sign in front of the parentheses. If there had been a minus in front of that parenthesis, then it would have distributed, right? You know, when anything is up against a parenthesis, it's going to distribute. It's kind of like water up against a floodgate. You know, if there's this minus sign up against these parentheses, is like water pushing up against the floodgate. When you drop the gate, when you lower the gate, the water rushes in and hits both those terms. It distributes. That's what happened, right? I dropped the walls and the minus went boom, boom, became minus 2a minus 7. It rushed in, the water hits everything when the wall comes down. Whereas on this one, there's no sign in front. There's no minus sign in front. So it's like a dry floodgate. There's nothing in front of it. You just lower the gate, take off the parentheses, no more parentheses, nothing, no water goes in because there was no water. There was no minus sign in the front. Okay, great. So now what? Well, 2a and minus 2a, these guys cancel, don't they? And 7 and minus 7, these guys cancel. So it's just 2h over h, and then these cancel. Oops, that wasn't very clean. These cancel. And the answer is 2. All of that reduced to just be 2. There we go. And that answer goes right here. That's what it means by simplify as much as possible. It simplifies a lot, doesn't it?